and any other business into order. First, we will go ahead and stand for the pledge and a moment of silence. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yeah, they are.
Thank you. You may be seated. Okay, first we're going to go ahead and do a recognition of visitors. We do have on the agenda Joyce Ham.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
So I received your letter to remove the portage on that's next to Mojo Taco, my business, and I just want to let you know that they are working on opening a bathroom for me in the building, and Mr. Ward wanted me to use the garage's bathroom, and I just didn't want to do that, and it's really gross, and so that's one of the reasons why I got the portage on. The other is because when I have to go to the bathroom, I have to go like quickly, quite honestly. It's a little personal, but sometimes I don't even know if I can make it over to the garage. I have a medical condition sometimes that it's like I have to go back quickly. So that's why I had it put right next to my trailer, quite honestly. Between those two factors, that's why I had it. I didn't know I needed a permit, so I did it, and then Helen came running, bless her heart, on a Saturday to let me know, Joyce, you know, I've been trying to go by the book for everything, so I apologize for that. Got the permit immediately, or submitted it immediately. You guys denied it, and that's fine. They are working on opening one for me, so can you guys hang in there for a couple weeks until they get it open, please?
Is this one at the old restaurant on the corner?
The bathroom is directly across the parking lot.
Yeah,
from my
what
trailer.
used to be the old.
It has a black door. They're opening it for me, and but they have to do some work to it, put some flooring in, and so can you hang in there for a couple weeks while they open it for me, please?
Are they putting subflooring in, or?
They're putting flooring in.
No, there's the subflooring or just linoleum like on top?
They're putting subflooring and linoleum.
Subflooring is going to need a permit inspection. So just let Ward know.
I mean, there is flooring, there's just a hole. There's a hole in the floor. So they have to fix that hole, and then they're going to tile it. And
Fixing that hole is technically a permit, unfortunately. It's to make sure that the flooring they put in isn't too thin, that the weight of the toilet or whatever will crash into it, crash down through it.
The toilet is sitting on stable flooring.
Okay.
The hole is somewhere else in the bathroom.
That's probably underground in that area, if I'm not mistaken.
It's probably what?
That's probably an underground structure. It's probably on the foundation floor.
Okay.
So they probably chiseled up the concrete and modified everything in there. If I'm not mistaken, are those two bathrooms to the inside of the building, to the outside of the building?
The bathroom that they're opening for me, I can access it from the outside. I don't understand your question.
Well, I'm just trying to remember how that old building was when the restaurant was in there, because that used to be a restaurant.
Yes, and I don't remember because I wasn't in there
I
then.
remember all this. I couldn't remember whether they used that access as like a normal gas station, like they put the bathrooms to the outside, or whether they were accessible to the inside and outside. You understand?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I just don't know.
Gas station stuff.
Oh, on the outside.
On the outside.
Okay, well, but they are working on getting a bathroom for you.
Yes. So can you hang in there with the portage on until they get it open? They're sending me for a new doorknob to get a new doorknob. So I would say within a week or two, it should be open for me.
You say a week or two?
I'd say, I don't know really, but they are working on it. And I'm not gonna let the public use it, it's just for staff, it's just for me. And I don't wanna mislead you, it's not a whole new floor they have to put in there, it's just a hole that they have to fix.
Oh, there's a way around that one too.
All right.
Let them just make one decision first.
Okay.
Because I can call Mike and find out exactly what he's doing.
Okay. We would need, during this time period, if awarded, put a sign on, well-placed sign saying employees only,
Okay.
okay? Ensure that there is that it's locked when the restaurant is not, or the trailer's not open.
I lock it every night before I leave, I have a combination lock on it.
And I would be willing to give, if the supervisors agree, be willing to give permitted use of this for 3 weeks.
Okay.
It must be vacated and removed by May 1st.
Okay.
So I make a motion that we'll go ahead and give is it a conditional use of the porta john?
Yeah, you're just agreeing to a porta john for 3 weeks with those
Okay.
conditions on it.
With the conditions, we're agreeing that we will give until May 1st, 2017, the porta john has to go.
Okay.
With the condition of that be locked on hours of not used, and that it is clearly posted with a sign for employees only.
Okay.
That is my motion. Do I have a second?
You have a second, sir.
Right.
Any discussion?
Not at this time.
That whole complex down there has an equivalent of 10 EDUs bought into the municipal authority property or system. They are exceeding it at the present moment. That's another issue due to the I&I. Concern I got here, is that complex, is that one of those 10 EDUs or is that going to make it to 11 EDUs?
That should be,
I think we need confirmation on that.
okay.
Because when you start counting, you count the apartment complexes above both those units. You count the garage, you count the 2 houses on the back road, you
Yeah,
count the trailer,
yeah, and
you
then the
count the
rest.
shed, you count the other one over there. I mean, the number.
You're
right
close,
there
yes.
Is what I'm needing. I mean, if that's the case, then we gotta go about, we got other issues down
Oh,
there.
I understand that.
So, but I'm just concerned about the 10 EDU
Limit.
status. And
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's
Okay.
not.
Mm-hmm.
I just.
So by her using the bathroom that's on the premises could put them over the EDU.
I'm not saying that's a fact. I don't
Okay.
think it is, but I would like to have confirmation on that for the sake of the municipal authority.
Do you know if the other trailer is going to be using it too? The bathroom?
Oh, the other food truck?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know how much they're gonna be there. I haven't seen them since
She got sick and he pulled off, is what I found out.
I mean, I'm not saying that shouldn't have any
Yeah.
issue with it. I'm just concerned about.
Well, yeah, I understand. I mean,
Is there other restrooms that are operational within the building, separate from what they're hooking
Yeah,
up
the
for
garage
her?
In the garage.
In the
And
garage.
apartment upstairs, right?
And
I assume it was.
I don't
There
know
are apartments upstairs.
Correct.
there's 2 of them, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Both those complexes there have at least 4 EDUs right there,
Yeah.
if you count that lower level,
And how many are they awarded, or how many?
10.
10.
which are exceeding that due to the I&I, but that's another issue.
And I is the groundwater, possibly.
It's somewhere, I mean, it's massive.
Correct. Or it just could be a rotted pipe in their system and groundwater's running into it. Yes.
During
It's that old. Yes.
during rainy seasons, it does make an impact on the system, so I'll
Yes.
leave it at that, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's another issue. I'm just confirming that that don't exceed the 10 EDUs, and if that's the case, he has to buy into another EDU.
I think that one cap not being a sealed unit was well.
All right.
Because that was pretty low.
Any other discussion here at the table?
No.
Oh, well, about when I check with Mike Ward, if it's just a little patch, he's doing like a 6x8 and there's no cement underneath the ground, under the basement, do you want to, I hate the word, use this word, waive
Oh my goodness.
a permit or not?
Well, let's make that decision. I don't want to open up a can of worms that doesn't need to be opened.
Yeah.
You know, the only thing I would say is inquire with Mr. Ward about
Okay.
what he's doing, what needs to be fixed. Okay? And then let a determination, you can go down and take a look at it and say, yes, it needs a permit.
Okay.
You know, and can we make a vote now to waive that permit? Or
If
do we have
it-
to wait until it's requested? We should have to wait till it's requested.
Yeah, we should wait until it's requested. The only thing I'm looking at, well, May 1st, that'll be after our meeting. I'm thinking
Look
timeline.
at it soon because.
Well, I'll call him Monday.
They need a permit, they needed to do the work and they needed to get that bathroom done so they can get the other one out of there. But
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, we can't waive a permit that's not been asked to be waived.
yeah, I know.
So, yes, ma'am.
Mike Ward, actually, the property manager that collects
Yeah, I know
my rent,
Jeffrey.
his name is.
Jeffrey Booker.
Huh?
Jeffrey Booker.
Jeff.
He lives in the.
Jeff is actually doing this for me. Mike doesn't even know.
Okay.
If Mike knows, he's gonna say no.
Okay, then I'll
Because
tell
Mike's
you.
not gonna want to have any problems. Mike wants me to use the mechanics garage. Jeff is just being nice, and plus Jeff just, he's sort of.
I'll talk to
He's
Jeff.
trying to just take care of me, because his wife works with me.
Helen, when I talked to Mike himself about the drainage issue, about what he was concerned about with the water flow,
Yeah.
he told me I just go through Jeff. Jeff speaks for he's the
Yeah.
property
Okay, then
manager, just-
I'll contact Jeff.
So I have right from Mike.
Okay.
Well, we need to get back on track here because this has nothing to do with making the decision of what we have to do. So the motion's on the board, it's been second. Any other discussion from the board? No. Right. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. I have it. You have a use of it for until May 1st, it must be removed.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Yes. And if you can just get the conditions.
I'll get it
written
to
out.
her, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Where is that?
Okay, you too.
Donna's Nichols not here, I'll just give you a heads up. There's a drawing in the packet, it comes off of Frisch Drive. There is a private road that goes all the way back to the woods back there. She came in asking if we would take over that road. I told her the process she needs to do, told her to be here, she's not here. I told her she would also have to have the agreement of everyone who has a legal access to that private road.
All right, so she's not here.
So there's nothing.
For us to address.
No, just to let you know what that was.
Okay, all righty. Next on the visitors list,
Henry?
okay. Next on the agenda, we have the tar and chip.
Yes, Ken would like to add sawmill
We added that just for repair,
to the tar and chip bid.
since we pushed sawmill back with the paving plan and moved to schoolhouse because of the issue down there, which I'll show you when we do the ride
Okay,
through.
so you're just asking to add additional tar and chip to the bid?
Yeah. And we do
In
have,
case, and again, it's more, you gotta have more, you gotta bid more than what you know you can do, because if you see you didn't do enough and you have money left, you can't just go do it.
Correct.
So it's to make sure we're covered, that if we're okay, we can get some of them repairs done.
Okay. I make a motion that we go ahead and add to the tar and chip bid for the purpose of maintaining and repairing of township roads. Do I have a second?
Question, does that include the tar and chip that is in for you guys to do your hands-on?
No, we'll still be doing that. We'll still be doing the areas, I'm just getting ready.
This is above beyond that.
This is
Yes, this is
additional.
above and beyond that, in case we don't get
Is
enough
that what I
volume.
said? Additional?
yeah.
Like when they come in, they'll do 1,500 square yards in like 2-3 hours.
This is more working with contractors do
Yes.
than your work.
Yes,
Okay.
that is, in case we have funds left, then we're covered to go do it. Where if we cut it short and realize there's money there to go do it and get it taken care of, then we can't because it wasn't bid.
Yep.
Okay, and I did say in the motion that is additional?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, repairs for the tar and chip.
Yeah, we still have plenty of tar and chip to do on our own.
All right, any discussion from the board? All right, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed nay. Ayes have it. All
Okay.
right,
Groundskeeper. Rose came in, went through, filled out all the information, went through the walkthrough, telling her the job. The next morning, she came in and said she can't do it for those hours. She'd need at least 30 hours a week. I cannot generate 30 hours a week for the
and it was made
groundskeeper.
very clear in the interview that it was 5 hours a week.
Yeah.
Maybe give or take, depending on the conditions. and
Yeah,
weather and
well,
stuff like
well, that-
Correct. All right, so in full understanding, she did have knowledge and did accept,
We have to officially
okay.
lay her off,
Okay, well, no, not later on.
or fire.
She never really
She
accepted
never-
employment.
she never-
Yeah, she did. She came in and filled out all the paperwork and
But she
she
quit.
Yeah,
had,
but
she
started.
never did, worked one
Okay,
day.
but she quit because she turned in her keys and said she
The
can't
next
do it.
day, yeah.
Okay.
She just refused the job.
Did she give a letter of
No.
of resignation? Okay, and so therefore it was a verbal? Mm-hmm. All right. I would try to at least get a handwritten letter from her or just a one-line statement, say I quit.
Okay.
But on the, did you have any witnesses to when she said I quit?
Hmm.
Okay, we do have a witness, okay? So therefore, if this would go to unemployment, whatever have you, in
Oh.
the future, that we do have a witness that she said that she quit, okay?
Yeah.
All right, I make a motion that we accept her resignation verbal with the witness, to Helen with the witness of Libby, and therefore, we accept it as, and then now so we accept it for Rose
Wakefield.
Whitefield.
Wakefield.
Wakefield. Okay.
Second.
All right, any discussion among the board? Okay, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed nay. Ayes have it.
And then I called Brian, of course, as soon as this happened. And the second person that was on our list to hire was a Dennis Wilson. And he has verbally accepted, and if everything goes good with you guys, he'll be in Monday to
Okay.
start.
And what was his name again?
Dennis Wilson. I have his.
Keep in mind, we have him for temporary help with the road crew in case we're in an area where we need
Yeah,
a
he's-
flagger or in a situation with temporary plow. So that, I wouldn't see why a person signing on for this wouldn't want a few extra hours
Yeah.
working with us. So
And he, in his application, he does say he has done that before.
Correct.
And he worked with Marysville Borough, West Perry School District, and George Critchen, don't know who he was, but, and Ken was gonna be in here tomorrow morning and talk to him about that.
I did
Oh,
check,
Monday.
I did check with Marysville Borough. Those that remember him said I'm not gonna repeat what they said, but he's one heck of a worker.
Okay,
He's one heck of a worker. So, okay.
okay,
So, anyway, I make a motion that we go ahead and accept Dennis Wilson for the employment position of groundskeeper for Penn Township Park and Rec. We have a second, all right, any discussion?
No.
All in favor, say aye.
same wage, same hours.
Same wages, yeah, same wages, same hours.
Okay,
Okay.
we'll fill in the blanks.
Except you can let him know he may be able to pick up a few extra hours.
Yeah, that's why I asked if you could be in
Right,
at 9
right.
o'clock on Monday.
We'll go over that with him on Monday.
Yes.
Okay, all right, we're ready to suspend the meeting for the purpose of going out on the road survey. I make a motion that we recess at this time to reconvene at the end of the survey. Do I have a second?
A second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. Ayes have it. Penn Township Board of Supervisors reconvene our meeting after completing our road survey on April the 8th, 2017. Our road survey started this morning at 8 a.m. We are now back at the Township Building at 11:30 a.m. Roadmaster will be giving a report to the Board of Supervisors on the road survey and the 3, 5, and 7-year plan on the roads. At this time here, I make the motion that we go ahead and adjourn. Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion's been second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. The ayes have it.